Hey y'all. I know y'all like, she been in this bath this whole time. Yeah, I be taking some serious baths sometimes, y'all. Like sometimes hours. And it's really good. I have 3 children. Okay, if you didn't know. I have 3. And sometimes the quiet time, like right now they're at the park, and when I can actually record something, is when they're gone. And so I take advantage of that and I was like, I don't have to set the scenery. This is a healing space. And in my healing space, I can do this video. And then I'm going to get off of the camera and enjoy the rest of my bath. So while you're inside of Nikia's piece of life, because that's what this is, right? It's a piece of my life. And that piece, right, aka I am Queen Peace, is to share with you some of that peace so that you can find your own peace in your life. So, and if you haven't already, please do like, share, and subscribe. Hit that little notification button, and let's get right into it. Today is day 21. Yes, I did all the videos back to back. Now I'm just giving them to you. It helped. Again, I said I have 3 children, so sometimes I don't record at night because they're playing and there's no quiet. Okay? So, today's day 21, the final day. Final day. Oh my goodness, I made it. Made it, you all. And I'm super excited that I did. Very happy about it. And I had already been planning like my refeeding process. And my children, my oldest one is so fun. She's like, Mommy, I'm going to get you some chicken and something like that. She always makes weird jokes like that. Please comment below if you're vegan or plant-based and one of your children, even though they don't eat meat and stuff, makes weird meat jokes. I'm trying to, I haven't gotten her sense of humor yet. And you know, a serious face. Sometimes I'm super serious, like, that's not funny. It's not funny. Why would you do that? Anyway, let's get right into it. On day 21, the same things I've been covering, right? On my 21-day water fast, I've been abstaining from all foods, just water. And in my water, sometimes I'll put different things like lime or cucumber or celery to help structure the water, and a little bit of Himalayan sea salt. Which, by the way, I made a saline solution, which is water and salt, where I can just pour that into the solution. It's something I've used after my first pregnancy that helped keep me hydrated throughout the rest of mine. But during the time, I added juice like grape juice or apple juice plus the saline solution plus water plus lemon. But since I wasn't doing other juices, I just had those things. So I digress. 3 major things that we're going to talk about, right? Key points on this. And that's number 1, my energy levels. Number 2, productivity. And number 3, lessons learned. So let's go ahead and get right into it in this wonderful bath. Oh, I kind of wish I had a bell. Maybe I can find a sound that goes. I hope I can find it. Okay, cool. So let's get right into it. What I have here is I was at 99%. I got up early in the morning. I was finishing again, doing some volunteering work for the academy, getting things ready for fall classes. Everybody's been working very diligently to get their classes in, to get their information in. And I was just up and on it, getting it together. And I was like, man, my mental feels like lightning power. I was like, you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of my intermittent fasting that I was doing. This is part of my routine before August 6, 2020. And so let me give you a little insight of when I talked about my intermittent fasting, what exactly was I doing? So this was my routine. I would get up in the morning, do my prayers, give thanks, take care of myself, get myself ready. I would probably I would have some water. I would do, Tai Chi, some simple stretches. I might even switch in between doing gymnastic stretches for flexibility and just get myself in a mental good state. Then the first thing, as far as after I've had my water or I've had my, lemon water, I would then break my fast with some fresh fruit. That could be apples or that could be a smoothie. That's what I would do. And then normally I wouldn't eat something heavy um, until like maybe 10 or 11 o'clock. And so I had that break of time and I, was working. Big thing for me, especially working in, corporate spaces. One of the things to be mindful of, especially those that are empathic, that can pick up a lot of energy around them, is that in order to stay in a clear mind, the body, the temple itself needs to be clear. So that's why I really ate light. I didn't like going out and eating heavy because I know that it would bring my energy levels down, and I was less likely to be able to handle toxic people, toxic energy, toxic, environments, and I would be almost consumed by those things because I'm constantly picking them up and not being able to release them. Again, the bath area is very sacred in that space, and my aunt gave that to me. Coming home, especially you deal with different types of people that have different type of energy on them, and you need to purge that and cleanse that before you bring that home. Or try to give that to your family. And so I kept it very light. So normally when I would go to work, it was like I'm gonna have a huge salad, power salad, or like zucchini pasta. Like it was very high raw meals that I ate because it kept my mental clear. And so today it reminded me of that, and I needed that reminder because before going on this fast, I felt like I was kind of stuck. Like I knew what I needed to do, and I hear this a lot from a lot of my friends. So I know what I need to do. I feel stuck in doing it, and it makes sense. It's like having a clogged drain. It knows how to flush the toilet, but if something is in the way, blocking it from actually being able to pass, whatever that waste is through, it's unable to actually do its job. And so for me, this is what that reminded. This fast has helped me to regain that mental clarity, that mental focus, that lightning fast, power to be able to go through my day. So that was my energy level. Like starting off the day, I was just like, woo! Like, it's this day, we're going to get it in. I'm super excited about it. What? And, I had to be, again, mindful of it because it's like, man, this feels just so good. Like, what am I going to do? And then it's like, kind of chill out a little bit. You giving it, but like, have some reserves. Like, don't give it all. And it really, like, has me have a different appreciation of power, energy, those that are, electrical engineers and those that deal with like power management and all of those different types of things, because we have our own management system, electrical system, on how we convert power and all of that good stuff. I won't bore you with that. But I will say that, having that really struck in me a remembrance of how that was for me. And literally, when I converted that into my productivity, it felt that I was sharper. It felt like things were right in order for what it is I need to do. And so I was going to be up late. I think it was like 2 a.m. And then it was like, take a pause. I was like, take a pause, take a break. And then I wrote down all of the next steps that I needed to do when I woke up in the morning. Even though I really didn't have to look at it because I knew exactly what I needed to do, this helped me to just be like, this is where I want to pick back up. And those type of things, having the notes, because say you do forget, although I felt like my memory now, even though I was doing other things, it helped to sharpen its ability to recall, prioritize, and execute. So it was a better way of saying better strategic alignment with my mental ability. And I think that's so powerful, especially as those are trying to match their spiritual fluid and flowing space with a very strategic and logical order to bring those things together, the left and right hemispheres of the brain, for complete harmony and synergy within the mind. That is what I feel as I clarify this feeling of, clarity and lightning, power coming through this vessel. And so, really, I feel that it's like a beautiful harmony between both sides of my brain coming together, and using the creative side to art, that art to, manipulate the language to provide something loving and creative to the community, while having the structured ability to, outline what has to be done, when it has to be done, and how it's going to be executed. And it's beautiful to see. It's beautiful to be able to execute that way. And that's overall how I would say my productivity was, right? And then, um, and so that kind of goes in, like I said before, the intermittent fasting. I think that I did before really helped me during this 21-day fast. And so, I think I mentioned before, I had done 7 days, and then intermittent fasting, during the day. And then also, I used to do like Sundays, just fasting on just like water and fruits as well. Um, and being very mindful of giving the body a rest. So that's my productivity. And I would say overall, I mean, there were some other things today that happened well. And I took a nap today. The nap was very much needed. Again, it's super hot. The water, like sometimes drinking more water is not helpful. Like I'm drinking enough water and I'm peeing enough. Sometimes just taking that nap is very helpful. It recharges, it allows the body to slow down and just recharges battery. And I think that helped too. It also helped to cool the body down for me and just sleep. When I tell y'all, I rested so good. It was one of those sleeps where I was like, oh, somebody was coming out. I was like, huh? A little drill. Like, that was some good nap. Okay? And just to let those know, I was talking to some others, and they were like, oh, I don't have enough time to take a nap and all this other stuff. And I know it's not trying to push, everybody's at their own space. But what has helped me is making time for myself to rest. We have so many leaders that are, dying off of preventable illnesses because they give. And think about it, it's like power. You give, but you never recharge fully. You have to recharge. And this is what I'm learning. And I was hard headed myself. So I'm sharing with y'all. Please do not be hard headed. Give yourself the break. Put yourself in alignment with others that will allow you to break, especially those that have children. Align with somebody, align with some sisters, align with some brothers, that will be supportive, to, have your children play so you can get you in a 10 to 20 minute power nap and just come back stronger, versus you go, then you only getting 2 to 3 hours of rest because you like, I gotta do it all. That is a symptom of trauma, right? It dives in. I won't get long-winded here, but it dives into, feeling as though you have to do everything by yourself, that nobody else can help you. And so those things are, sometimes responses of traumatic events. And so to be able to address those and be like, you know what, I'm going to prioritize my health first, because I realize that if I do not, the trajectory at which, I'm going for my health and wellness is decreasing exponentially. And I don't want that to happen. I want to, progressively get healthier. If I'm constantly deteriorating, I'm not doing what it is that I need to do to honor my temple, take care of my temple, give my temple the break that it needs so it can truly operate at optimal function. And that was one of the things that, I prayed for as part of this journey, to understand and know what it is that my body needs to be able to perform optimally. And I won't say I have all of the answers, but I will say that I am learning that the body is powerful. And so together, the mind, the body, and the spirit, right, all working together is an amazing experience to see, to witness, and to contribute to. So that's my thing there about, my productivity, and my note to you about taking that nap. And last but not least is my lessons learned. So what I had here is that all the effort put put in front, right, is going to come back around. And so sometimes I know it's like, man, I put this work in, I put it there, but nobody looked at it, nobody used it, or other things like that. And then sometimes, a week later, or sometimes 1 to 2 years later, that information comes back in flow, and it's like, oh, I already did the work. All I have to do is send it. And it feels really good, and it's like you never necessarily know how things are going to work out, but stay the course, stay focused, find your discipline, do that work, right, and expect great things to happen to you. Expect great things to happen to you. You're worth it. And if you're doing your due diligence, if you're doing your due diligence, those things are going to come back to you. And it's, consistently being grateful whether things are going your way or they're not, and really paying attention to how, the universe is conspiring with you, how you get little notes here and there that, things are in alignment, and that you need to continue doing what you're doing. Rest, relax, enjoy life, and just be grateful. And I feel so good at 21 days right now. And we went to the store. I'm getting ready for the refeeding process. There's so many other things that were popping in my head. Like, the children have been eating amazing. They made homemade pizza last night. I was like, I know I'm not going to do that, but I'll be starting back with making like a lot of raw food crust and other things like that too. But not right away. I have a process. I'm doing coconut water first, coconut water and celery, coconut water and cucumber, coconut water and romaine lettuce with, ginger or cilantro and lime, like really taking it easy. And then I'm looking forward to the watermelon and the papayas. Oh my gosh, and the salads. I'm so looking forward to it. I'm wondering what it's going to be like the first time I have to choose something. Like a baby, y'all. They say when babies banana, they say introduce them to things, the vegetables and things first, and that helps their palate. I think that's something that's really helped our children. My son was just chewing on celery, like, yum, 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 yum. And there's so many that have a really difficult time getting their children to eat vegetables. Well, it's that earlier stage. It literally is a program system. If you didn't give that to them earlier, it can be very difficult to break them out of the habit and not having it. And then going into the sweeter things, because they're naturally going to like the sweeter things, but they also appreciate the savory or the sours and the bitters, and having those as well, and the greens. So with that, like I said, that lesson learned of, the boomerang, what you put out will come back to you. Be patient, be grateful, and be kind to yourself. That's a big lesson that I've had to learn, and just watch how you blossom yourself. Others are watching too, but if you can take the time to watch, to see how you yourself have blossomed, just like, the first time I did the hair, and then I was like, I could just go to sleep and put a scarf on my head, y'all. I'm just put it, and I was like, no, it doesn't take that long. Let me just wet and redo it. And it turned out so nice. And I was like, I deserve to have my hair like this. This is super cute, right? So treat yourself well, And thank you all for joining me. Like I said, this entire journey, I am looking forward to that coconut water. I was telling my husband, I was like, 12 o'clock on here, I'm gonna drink some coconut water, but I think I'm gonna go to sleep, rest, and I'll wake up in the morning and have this coconut water and save the coconut meat. Oh my gosh, I just remembered that. Yeah, I gotta save the coconut meat. I'm gonna probably because I saw an awesome raw recipe for coconut yogurt. Oh my gosh! So I'll probably scoop that all out and put it in the freezer because I want it. I want it. I want it. Okay, and I'm so thankful. So thank you all so much. I will be doing videos for the refeeding process also, but we made it through 21 days. If you stayed with me this entire time, please do put down in the comments below, like key parts, things that touched you, things that inspired you. Share it with someone else that may need to really shake up their lives, do something different. I'm not saying that go right ahead and start doing the 21-day fast again. I've done fasting, intermittent fasting in between. So my discipline level for me was very good to help me through this journey. And so, but if you do have questions or, comments, definitely do reach out. All of this is truly about, knowledge of self and learning you. So I am so thankful that you joined me. Again, this is Nakia, Nakia's Peace of Life, um, where I want you to find peace and life in living foods. That's what you consume through your eyes, your ears, your mouth, and your whole body. And may it bring nourishment to you. All right. I love you all so much. We did it! Ah! 21 days. All right, y'all. I'm getting ready to enjoy the rest of this bath. And I want to say thank you. Take care of yourself. Enjoy it.